Well, we're used to giving you ideas of crafts that you can do with your kids. Well, now there's a craft that you can do with them or without them that really has an impact for people on the front lines of COVID-19. We have Amy Latta from Amy Latta Creations back telling us how we can make masks. Thank you so much for being with us again.
My pleasure. I'm so excited that I can somehow use my crafting skills to be helpful in this time. So we're going to be making DIY masks. These don't have the official CDC approved filter in them, but they're certainly better than nothing. So this is something that you can use to protect your family, your friends, your neighbors, and also healthcare workers on the front lines can use these in some of the hospitals, either over their approved masks or in the event that they don't have one at all.
And how easy is it for us to make these at home?
It's actually really simple. There's only a few steps and a few things that you need that you might already have. One thing that you need is just some scrap fabric. As long as it's 9 by 12 inches, it's enough for one mask. You'll also want some interfacing if you have it. If not, it's okay. You can still make the mask. You'll need some elastic, and you'll need some pins, scissors, and a sewing machine.
And how do we know if these masks are going to meet the guidelines?
So I did some research talking to some nurse friends of mine, and there are a couple of official websites that you can visit. GBMC is now accepting donations of handmade masks. So if you go to the GBMC website, you can find out information by clicking links there. But I made sure to follow instructions that were approved.
Perfect. And walk us through a little bit. I know it's not super involved, but a little involved. Can you walk us through the steps?
Sure. So you're going to trim your fabric and your interfacing to 9 by 12 inches and iron your interfacing on. Again, it's just an extra layer that's optional, but it helps if you have it. You're going to fold that in half so that the fabric's on the inside, and we're going to pin across the top. And you're going to do a 1/4 inch seam across the top here, but you're going to leave a 3-inch opening so that we can turn it later. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to add the elastic. So you're going to cut 7-inch strips of 1/4 inch elastic. If you can't find this, it's really sold out in a lot of places, because the good news is lots of people are doing this and making the masks. You can get a trusty hair tie and cut this tie and use that instead.
And you did say that you were able to find that elastic at Wise, right?
Yes, my mom found it at the grocery store. So look where other people aren't looking, and you might find some. And then inside, we're gonna stick our elastic, and we're gonna pin it in place with one end right up at the seam we just sewed and the other end right at the fold. So it's kind of right at the top and bottom of the side. We're gonna sew a 1/4 inch seam there, and just make sure to reinforce it really well, back stitching, so the elastic is held in place as strongly as possible.
Okay.
And we're gonna do that on the other side too.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna use our opening and turn the mask right side out. So then we'll have a rectangle with the elastic on each side. Okay. We're gonna pin the opening closed. That's gonna get sewed in a minute. And then the last thing is that we're really gonna just fold 3 pleats on each side. You can measure these. Yeah. You measure down like 1 inch, and then it's a 1/2 inch pleat, or I honestly just kind of eyeball it. And you're gonna pin those pleats in place.
And that's what makes it expandable.
Exactly. That's what makes it fit over anyone's mouth and nose.
Got it.
And then we just do a 1/4 inch top stitch all the way around to secure everything. And we have our finished mask.
Well, I love that, because for some, it's going to be reinforcement over the mask that they already have. For others, in a dire situation, this, like you said, is better than nothing, and it actually is going to provide a lot of protection where they might not have anything. If someone is looking for information about how they can make these themselves, where should they go? Just Amy Latta Creations?
Absolutely. amylattacreations.com. On my blog, if you go to that homepage, I have an As Seen on TV right there, and you'll see a picture of the mask. Click on that and you'll get the full tutorial.
Oh, Amy, I love this. How many have you made so far? I forgot to ask you.
I started yesterday, so far I've made 5, but okay. I have all kinds of fabric. My mom is making them too. She's made 25, and we have Ravens fabric, and we have, so all different kinds of things that, hopefully will bring some cheer to people.
Oh, we're going to have a Zoom party and make some more. How about that?
Absolutely. That would be awesome.
Appreciate having you here. Appreciate that. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.